Hello, my goblins and ghouls. As always, I'm your host Lucky, and welcome to the Spooky Lounge. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 most anticipated horror movies of the year 2026. Guys, to kick this year off with a bang, I'm super excited to share my list. Now, before we start this video, remember guys to click that bell to be notified anytime we post anything spooky or sinister. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to join the Spooky Lounge community today. Let's get into this list, guys. At number 5, we have none other than Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride. Christian Bale, Maggie Gyllenhaal, guys, this screams unique to me. Now, we have had a lot of Frankenstein content coming out over the course of the last several months, including Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That movie was absolutely beautiful, and I'm excited for Maggie Gyllenhaal's take here, guys. It looks like this is going to be very reminiscent of like a Bonnie and Clyde story, but make it undead. The colors in this trailer look fascinating. Christian Bale looks like he's going to steal the show in every scene that he's in, and The Bride looks absolutely incredible. I'm excited to see how this fun, quirky, and sinister story plays out in the year 2026. At number 4, guys, we have Damien Leone's long-awaited Terrifier 4. As you guys can tell, I'm a big Art the Clown fan. I always talk about Art the Clown being one of the new iconic figures in horror in terms of slasher villains. I'm super excited for Terrifier 4 because I believe this is going to wrap up the saga of Art the Clown, and I'm super excited to see how it all ends, and I really want to know Art's background, and hopefully this movie's going to give it to us. We're going to see, obviously, Sienna, and how the events of Terrifier 3 and the ending of Terrifier 3 kind of comes to a head in Terrifier 4, right? Her niece got drugged to hell in Terrifier 3, and also her brother, Elliot Fullman. He seems to be dead at the end of Terrifier 3, so we're going to learn a lot about Art, and we're going to learn a lot about what happened at the end of Terrifier 3. Can't wait to see that on the big screen whenever that drops in the year 2026. At number 3, I have none other than Hokum, the Irish folktale movie of the witch, and it's going to be absolutely fascinating, guys. I know we had a discussion a couple of weeks, if not months ago, talking about Hokum and our feelings on it when we were sat in theaters watching that teaser trailer for the first time. That teaser trailer has stuck with me so heavy since we've seen it, because I feel like it's going to be such a unique take, and especially since it's from the writers and directors of historic horror movies such as Barbarian. It's going to be such a fun ride, I feel like, for Hokum. Now, we know that this film is going to be about, I believe, a writer who is spreading his mother and father's ashes in Ireland, and he's going to be staying at an inn where, of course, the legend goes that a witch haunts this inn and a bunch of crazy stuff happens. And in the newer trailer that got released, we see some really dark, crazy faces. We see long corridors. It looks gritty. It looks interesting. It looks like it's going to be a psychological thriller, which is always one of my favorite brands of horror, guys. So Hokum, if you guys haven't heard of it, run to YouTube and watch that trailer. If you're a horror fanatic, you won't be disappointed in Hokum's trailer. It seems like it's going to live up to the hype, and I can't wait for it in 2026. At number 2, we have Werewolf by Robert Eggers, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson and Lily Rose Depp in the film. Guys, we haven't had a trailer for Werewolf yet, but it's Robert Eggers. We loved Nosferatu here at Spooky Lounge. We loved The Lighthouse. We loved The Northman. Everything that Robert Eggers does in terms of like his time period pieces, it always just gets me going. I'm such a fan of his work. I love that he always goes back in time for these very discolored and dark stories, right? I feel like he has such a niche for historical accuracy. Nosferatu, the design of Nosferatu in that film was like a Transylvanian, like a 1800s Transylvanian, and it's so cool to see his take on these things and the approach of these time period pieces. And I can't wait. I think Werewolf is going to absolutely live up to the hype. That is coming out in December of 2026. Stay tuned for our trailer reaction to Werewolf whenever that drops in the coming months, because it's going to look fantastic. And to cap everything off, guys, at number 1, I have Psycho Killer coming to theaters February 20th, 2026, guys. Oh my god. I have rewatched that trailer, I want to say up to about 10 times now. It's only about a minute and 6 seconds, but this trailer just seems so freaking good. From what it looks like, it's starring Georgina Campbell as a cop who loses her husband, I assume to be killed by the Psycho Killer. The Psycho Killer's physicality from this trailer seems like he's a massive dude. I haven't looked up who the guy who is playing the Psycho Killer is, but the Satanic Panic vibes in this trailer, all the way down to it seems like there's some kind of nuclear vibe going on as well. As in the trailer, we see he's at some kind of plant, and he also has a tattoo of like the hazard symbol, you know, around his finger slash like thumb area, right about there. Super interesting, and it feels like it took from Longlegs. The writers of Seven are tied to this film. Georgina Campbell was absolutely insane in Barbarian, and I can't wait for her to reprise another horror role. I feel like this is going to be one that sticks with real horror lovers for the entirety of the year. But with all that being said, guys, that is my top 5 most anticipated horror movies of 2026 list. Let me know what your guys' top 5 is in the year 2026. I want to hear from you guys down below. Sound off. What did I get wrong? What did I get right? Let's hear from you guys. And as always, remember to de-stress, progress, and let your mind rest. I will see you guys at the lounge in the next one.